Hey guys, it's Cam. This is my Christmas avatar, Yuki. To start off, forgive me. I've been working on, my friends and I have been working on this thing for 3 weeks straight. 8, 10, 12-hour work days, no weekends, no breaks. Working on this project. It means a lot to me. This model is for charity, right? So the avatar is only going to be available from the 17th of December to the 8th of January. And during that entire time, 100% of the proceeds are going to go to charity. I got really lucky at the beginning of the year, and I made a charity model, and it took off, and a lot of people helped a lot of other people. There was a lot of donations and a lot of love spread around by that avatar. So since then, I've been really lucky, and my other avatars have done really well and helped me a lot and really changed my life, honestly. So I wanted to end the year off with something similar, something to give back for all the love and appreciation you guys have given me. And again, you've given other people, you've given money to charity in the past. So I really wanted to bring that whole full circle by the end of the year. So this avatar was kind of a spontaneous decision 3 weeks ago. Like I said, my friends and I sat down and planned it out and got it done. Put in a lot of work for it. So hopefully you guys like it. I put in as many features as I can because I wanted to give people as much of a reason to purchase this avatar as possible, whether it be for charity or for yourself to say, hey, this is something really cool I want to buy. Hopefully you'll do that. And there's a couple ways to donate. You can either pick a charity yourself and donate to it, and send me into you can join my Discord and send a ticket and with proof of your donation, and then from there I can generate a discount code for your purchase on Gumroad. Or alternatively, you can just buy it directly on Gumroad. I'll have a list of a couple charities you can pick from when you buy it, and then at the end of the period, so on the 8th of January, I'll be taking that money and donating it directly. And they'll be completely transparent with all the funds, and I'll do all that stuff live in my Discord as we reach different milestones. So if you want to keep up with that, you can join my Discord and do that. That's not a plug. That's just if you care about how much is donated and you want to see proof that I actually donate money, feel free to join the Discord and take a look, because I'll keep continually updating it. And also, that's a good place to receive updates for this avatar. This avatar is extremely complicated. There's a lot going on. There could be bugs. I've been very lucky to have really helpful testers, so there shouldn't be too many, but in the case there are, please, again, join my Discord and make bug reports there if you see any issues. And all the updates, all the bug fixes, whatever, are going to be completely free forever. Even after the charity period is ended, if there's still issues, I will update it for free without any question. So anyway, we can kind of get into kind of why this avatar is so special besides the charity, and really kind of why you should buy it, again, besides the charity. So I really wanted to make something that would be fun to use. So I think hopefully that I've done that. So to start off, we can go into the main menu here, and we have our appearance, toys, markers, emojis, and settings. We'll go into settings first. So if we go into settings, we have this disable locomotion toggle. So right now, if I move with my joystick, you can see my lower body isn't moving. If I enable that and I move now, my lower body is moving. So you have that. We also have facial expressions right now, obviously. And if you don't want those to show up, you can just disable them here. Also, we have cloth physics on the skirt. They're pretty solid. Spent some time tweaking them. The project, the scene, forgot to save once, had to redo it, spent a couple hours on that, so that was fun, but it works well. And in the case that it gets locked up, like cloth likes to do, just like right here, you can just hit the reset cloth button, and that will reset it back to normal. And if you don't want cloth at all, you can just disable it entirely. So we also can go into our appearance settings here. So we have 5 different colors of hair. We have blonde, we have white, we have black, we have red and green. I really like white personally. And then we have our outfit colors. So we have red by default, green, blue, and white. And then we have our wardrobe, so we can take off and put on all of these different options here. Then we have our nails. So we have 5 different types of nails. We have flat or default. We have longer. We have like almond shaped. We have flat. And then we have stiletto, whatever you want to pick there. And then we have skin tone options. We have pale, a little bit darker still, and then darkest. So you can pick from those. And then we can go into the emojis. This here is a nod to my last charity model that I did, where we have our little mute-friendly text here. So if we just press them, you have little really quick messages that'll pop up. And we have memes too. These are just the same thing, just with little images, you know. And we have a marker, so we can just enable the marker, obviously, and you'll have it in your hand. You make a fist and you squeeze the trigger, and you can write, and you can switch this to your left hand as well. So make a fist with your left hand, squeeze the trigger, and you can write. And then we have an eraser, so it's the same thing. Make a fist, squeeze the trigger to erase. Same thing with the right hand. I'm closing my right eye so that way you guys see, because you see out of my left eye, my depth perception is all off. I can't even tell where this is. There it is. So we can have a location too. This is the VR Labs marker options here. So we can lock it to our avatar, so it'll move with our avatar. You can lock it to your head, so it'll move with your head. You can lock it to your chest, so it'll move with your chest. The rest is pretty self-explanatory. If you turn them all off, it'll just stay there. So we can clear that out. And then we can go into the toys. This is what I really spent the brunt of my time working on. And I think there's a lot to it, and there is a lot of fun to mess with, really. So first we can do snow. Snow is pretty simple. You toggle it and see it starts snowing. And you can, right now it's going to follow me. If I drop it, it's going to stay into the world wherever I dropped it at. So that's pretty cool. And then we can also hide it for other people in case it's annoying. If anyone around you is like, hey, turn it off. You're like, okay, I still want to see it, but I'll turn it off for you. You can go ahead and do that. And then we have our Christmas tree. This thing is really cute. So I'm going to move back a little bit. So whenever you enable it, it's going to pop up in front of you and you can place it down. And whenever it spawns, it has some like inertia with it. So if I pick it back up, it'll move back really smoothly with some inertia. So you can place it. And then we have these little, you can see these plush toys. These are, you can pick these up basically. So if you get close to it with your hand, you'll see it lights up. And you move away and it stops lighting up. Same with this one, same with all of these. And when it's lit up, that means you can grab it. So you make a fist with your right hand and you squeeze the trigger and you can pick them up. Kind of put them over here. Do the same with this guy. And the alpaca. We have two more. So many. And we have our little bear. And we have our fox. So you have all of these. So you can place them around, do whatever you want. They'll stay wherever you put them. And then you can scale them up, make them bigger and smaller. And you can disable the outline, so whenever you touch them, the outline isn't there. And you can reset them back to the tree, so they'll go back here. So those are just really cute to mess around with. Just reach down and grab one and give it to your friend, make it bigger. It's cute. So actually, let me put that back here so we can kind of accumulate all the stuff that's on this avatar. There's a lot. So then what we can do here is we can go into the snow globe. I really like the snow globe. This is another thing that I made, obviously, so I can enable it and it'll come into my right hand here. And it's got some inertia again to it. It's not spring joint. It's not supposed to be. It's just a little ball levitating. It's supposed to be levitating, not, you know, physics object. So if you reach out and grab it and make a fist, it'll go into your hand and you can finger point for it to go back to levitating. And you have to actually grab it. So you can't just make a fist whenever you want. You have to actually physically grab it and it'll go into your hand. And then you can open your hand at any point and it'll stay there. I can run away. It'll stay there. And I can make a fist or finger point to come back to my hand here. Has a really cool little animation with that. And then also what I can do with it is I can place it. So if I hit place, it's going to go onto the ground and scale up. That's pretty fun. And you can like walk around it. You can hide under the under the roof there. You can do whatever you want. You can take a look at the cool little texturing and artwork that's here. And also if you look around when you're inside, you have a skybox. And when you look from the outside in, you can see, you know, you can see inside, but when you're inside, you can't see outside. Kind of cool. And if you don't want to see the skybox, because it is kind of obtrusive, you can just disable it and you'll just have the snow globe. So then we have this little snowball cannon. This is another thing that was really fun to make. I did a poll on my Discord asking, hey, do you want a grenade launcher snow cannon or do you want a minigun? They went with minigun, so that's what I did. So basically you toggle it on, you have this little minigun in your left hand. So you hold it with your left hand and you aim it with your right. So it's two-handed. You see in the mirror. And then what you do is you can squeeze the trigger and the barrel will start rotating. And when you squeeze it all the way, it'll start shooting. So that's kind of cool. And you have this little laser telling you where it's going to shoot. So you can shoot here like that. And the barrel has these nice little particle effects to it. So if I place it, you can also place it down and it'll stay wherever you place it. So you can place it down and it's going to follow your finger. So it'll aim wherever your finger is aiming. Super satisfying, really. Without, it has some like inertia to it too, so it's not like super snappy. And if you make a fist and squeeze the trigger again, it'll spin. And then if you squeeze the trigger all the way, it'll shoot. So then I can also have this option here that says drop aimer. So that means the aim is stuck to wherever I had it. So if I make a fist and squeeze the trigger, it's going to shoot directly at where it was shooting before. And you can see you have these nice little like particle effects going all over it. It looks really cool. And the barrel will actually have to cool off, which is another cool little feature. And then you have this aim distance thing. So right now it's aiming all the way out there. So I can pull the aim distance all the way in and it's aiming right here now. So there's no visualizer for it, but I'm, making it go farther away and it's aiming super far away now. And I can shoot it like that. So I'm just going to leave this here. I'm going to drop the aimer so you can see that. Also, if you don't like the laser, you can turn the laser off too. So you have this little minigun. Here, I'm going to pick it up again. It's fun. It's so fun to shoot. So you just hold it at your hip. This is how it's designed to be held, just at your hip. And you can just shoot it. So let me put it back down. So that's that. So then we have our little flight system. This is another thing I spent some good amount of time on. I made this before, but I had to remake it for this avatar. But basically, what the flight system is, it's a little sleigh that will spawn from on top of you, and it will fly to your finger. Here is an example of an interesting little issue. That particle, that trail in the middle, is supposed to be in the other sleigh. That's going to be fixed by the time it gets uploaded, don't worry. But basically, it'll follow your finger, and when you point your finger, it's going to go farther away, that little aimer. So it'll go farther. And when you thumbs up, it's going to come closer. So it's like really satisfying to fly around. You can just fly it around places and have fun with it, really. So this is just one of the features of it. You can also, if you don't want to point your finger and do gestures, you can just use this distance slider if you want. Although it's kind of unintuitive. I personally like just pointing my finger. So also we have this option under move plane. You can uncheck hand control. And now what it's going to do is it's going to fly to a waypoint. Right now the waypoint is at me. So you can see it's flying around in circles around me. And if you want to place those down, I can hit place anchor 1. And it'll place at the end of my finger whenever I toggle it. And you can see that the little guy is flying around that one point. So what I can do is I can run over here and place 2. And I can run over here. I can place 3. And I can go over here and I can place 4. So you have 4 anchors. Now what I can do here is I can move it from any anchor I want. So I can move it to 2. And you can see it's going to go over to 2 and it's going to fly around 2. And I can send it to 3. It's going to go over to 3. And I can send it back to 1. It's going to go to 1. And then also there's an option called patrol mode. That's going to use like distance triggers basically. To where I toggle it and it's going to hit point 1. It's going to fly over to point 2. It's going to fly over to point 3 and then fly over to point 4. And it'll just keep infinitely looping like that. It'll just follow your path basically that you set. So if I wanted to, play space move, I'm not using a mod, it's play space move. So if I play space up here and place 3 up here. Actually, let me place, I'll just place 3 up here. So you can see, now it's flying up here all the way, and then it'll come down to 3. So it'll go, or to 4. It'll go wherever you want it to. You can place these all around the world. Doesn't matter. And you can also go back to move plane and control with your hand, and it'll go back to hand control. You can just fly it around, have fun with it. Also, you'll see when it goes underneath the world like that, there's a little outline around it. That's that way you don't lose it behind walls and stuff. So that can be pretty helpful sometimes. But we are going to send it back to the little points again to accumulate all the stuff that we have on this avatar. And then we also have our snowballs. So you have left and right hand snowballs. So what you do is you make a fist with your hands when you have the snowballs enabled, and then the little snowballs in your hand. And you can do exactly what you think. You can open your hand to throw, or you can use thumbs up to throw with either hand. So that's fun. You can drop them on the ground. A ton of them if you want. Just have fun with it. Lastly, we have our Throwjoint system. So this is something you might have seen before in my avatars. But basically, we have a white and a blue snow globe. That's going to be on our right hand by default. And you can point with your left hand to go into your left hand, like I showed. Right hand and left hand to go in between, and then right hand only to go onto your right hand. And now what you can do is you can open your hand, and it will throw, right? And then we also have this blue one that we can use, and that one's going to be on your left when you have both of them out. So this is the same thing, where you can control both of them and open your hand, and they'll throw as well. Now we have this other option here. This hasn't been something I've released yet, but we have these positions. So if you have the balls in either hand, and you make a peace sign, the ball is going to go to that specific area on your body. So let me just disable the secondary one so you can see a little bit better in the mirror here. So right now, I have the system set to go to my hips. So if I make 2 fingers, peace sign, it'll go around my hips here. I can do world orbit to lock it to the world. So if I hit that, and I can run around, and it'll stay there, and I can catch it by doing a pointer finger. I can just lock it directly to the world. Oops, there we go. I can lock it directly to the world, and it'll stay there. Again, I can pick it up whenever I want. I can lock it to my head, so it'll follow my head, right? And then again, I can grab it. I can put it on my right foot, so it'll track my right foot. Then I can put it on my left foot. I don't have very good balance. It'll track my left foot. And then at any point, you can open your hand, and it's going to throw off of whatever position you had. So on my left foot, I can open my hand, and it will throw. Can do it on the hips as well. So if I send it to my hips and then open my hand, it will throw off of my hips. So you can do this with either one. So you have it, this controller really hates me. So we have it on my hips here, and then I can open both my hands, and they'll fly away. Now we have some behaviors with these as well, so some modifiers. So we can disable throwing. That's going to make it act like a normal spring joint that you've used before. So if you want to make it go away, you can just any gesture, right? So you point your fingers to take it out. You can still swap hands with it, but if you open your hand, you won't be able to throw it. It'll just disappear. Also, we have gravity. So when you throw it right now, I just turn gravity off. There you see how there's no gravity. We have multi-throw as well, so we can throw as many as we want. It's non-stop. This isn't laggy. All it does is deletes the oldest particle. So that way you can throw as many as you want without stopping. So we can turn gravity back on. You can see while they're flying, gravity will come back. So I can just kind of keep throwing them as many as I want. And then I can turn off the speed limit. Right now, there's a speed limit on it. Obviously, if I turn it off, there's still a speed limit. It's just super high. So I can throw it as fast as I want now. And it'll just kind of go. So then we have faster bouncing. What this is going to do, every time it bounces, it's going to get 10% faster. So it'll start going crazy. Especially without the speed limit. But yeah, you can, again, throw as many as you want with all these modifiers applied. And it'll do it. So you also have this last option called shooting, where you can make a finger gun with your hand and then thumbs up, and it's going to shoot. You have this nice little spawn effect when it shoots too. So you can shoot as many as you want. Same thing with the other one, so I can shoot with both. And that's it. That's the new Throwjoint. This is something that's going to be released separately at some point whenever I can finish the script to set it up, because it's quite a complicated setup. But for now, that's it's going to be about it for the avatar. Hopefully you guys liked her. Again, this is 100% proceeds to charity. After the charity period ends on the 8th of January 2022, the avatar will never be available again. So if you want to support charity and you want to get a really cool avatar, I think that's really worth your money. I think this is a great one to get for the holidays. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys are interested. If you are, the Gumroad link is in the description, and my Discord link will be in the description too. So you can join and follow the progress for the charity, or just talk and hang out. I do, obviously this stuff is quite technical. That's kind of my niche. I do a lot of technical stuff. So if you have questions about avatars, specifically like 3.0 stuff, I do some modeling, so I kind of understand that side, but I'm mostly a technical guy. So if you have any questions about 3.0, how I did any of this stuff, all this is open source. So if you have any questions, I'll answer all of them. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not here to hold any secrets. But yeah, if you have any questions or want to learn about 3.0, just join my Discord, ask questions. I'm always answering whenever I can. So yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you guys liked it again, and take care.